early on a Friday morning, and universe willing, I will be able to get some content for my moisture to flow. But, I don't know. Literally just came on itself, so I don't know about that. Literally, this meeting just exists so I can get some medicine in me. I struggle to get medicine in me in the morning, so I was like, you know what? Let's just go to Club Cottontale, where I'll know I'll get the content to get moisture in me, to get it to flow, to get medicine in me. However, I don't know if technology is going to allow me my content, because it's not going to be very long. Like, I have my monitor for Rainbow right here, because she'll be up anytime in the next hour. But I'm not going to worry about technology. Technology does whatever the fuck it wants to. If it crashes, it crashes. Then the content that is will be the content that it is. It's always the hope that I will get to end when I want to end and not when the universe doesn't. But technology is being a little janky this morning. Now, I don't usually make content on a Friday morning, so I I guess I should be surprised that it even let me start it up again, right? I don't even know if we're gonna spread the content because it is gonna be such a mini meeting. Maybe I will, just cause, you know. So we have Jaded Rose loaded to perfection. I don't have any in the grinder ready for another one, but that's okay because mainly this meeting is just for the one medicine toke, and then if we have time to, technology allows us, then we will grind some up and have some more medicine here. But we just initially want to get the medicine in us. I find that if I fail to medicate before my young one is up, my day is just a bit rougher. And the last few days I've been feeling pretty mentally low. I know it's definitely caused from PMS. My baby box is definitely getting ready to boom. It honestly should probably start today or maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. It was predicted to start today, or predicted to start yesterday, but it definitely didn't start yesterday. But we are live right motherfucking now. It is not even 7 a.m. on this fan-fucking-tastic Friday. 'Tis Friday. I'm very excited because, well, not really this time tomorrow because Rainbow doesn't get picked up till after 7, but around like 8 or 9 tomorrow morning, we will be having our Saturday morning content, and I'm pretty stoked for that, not going to lie. Not going to lie. Content for Mooiisstt-ure. I think moist. Yes. Also, because I knew that I would most likely not be playing the game whatsoever, I put something in the background that just has pretties. Um, so this is something that we've been working on in Minecraft, and I actually plan on working on this tomorrow, too. The newest season of Fortnite started. However, I have been not just craving, but desiring some Minecraft in my life. So, whereas, you know, I would imagine that most people think I'm going to play Fortnite tomorrow, I will not. If I do, it will be later in the day. But it looks like it's just going to be me. I mean, let's be honest, it's almost 7 a.m. on a Friday morning. I don't think we'll get any other Cottontales to come chill and chat with me. But the best part about my content is I don't make it for others. I truly don't. I guess in the aspect that I do make it for others because of the other Ambers in my brain. And I make it for us. I make everything that I do here on my YouTube for me. This is a place for me to help myself mentally and physically, and just simply have an outlet, a club for myself. there's not a lot of places for a Cottontale like me. I am very unique. That's one thing that I hear all the damn time, and I do. I know that I'm unique in myself, but I hear it from other people. I also almost on a regular will say something that confuses somebody or, makes them like question um, me or whatever. Alright, so we're Rainicorn. This is a character from Adventure Time, and we've been working on the Rainbow Box. I'll do a little brief description as I pass by it to put ourselves into place. Essentially, everything in this box represents my last romantic relationship, which did end in marriage, and we have a child together. And instead of destroying all of those memories, because the memories are always there, but instead of destroying it and being one of those people, I decided to put it in a giant rainbow box. The box is representative of what all of that created, which was a rainbow. My daughter exists because I had that relationship. So, plus I worked really fucking hard on them pixels. I ain't about to just fucking dynamite that shit. You know what I mean? Um, but I've not wanted to come in here and work on different pixels because I just see this stuff all the time. It's triggering. It's triggering to look at these happy memories from my past. So they're not happy memories, you know. So we're building a giant rainbow box. Um, I doubt that we'll actually build on the box today. Like I said, I just chose something for background purposes, something to just simply stare and look at pretties while I have my morning medicine. This meeting will probably end by like 7:30, if not sooner, because it's at the time constriction of when Rainbow gets up. Um, but I'm really thankful. Not only am I thankful for getting up before her to have medicine, but thank you to the universe and my own mindfulness for coming to here to Club Cottontale, where when we're here, we just instantly feel that moisture. We instantly feel that just that wonderful feeling, you know? Content for moisture is a truly amazing and phenomenal thing, and it's something that happens anytime I hit start and I come here to Club Cottontail. So, on that note, cheers from Oregon, 6:56 a.m. So, good motherfucking morning from me to you, but of course, good afternoon and good evening to all the wonderful Cottontails around the world. I hope everyone has a phenomenal day, regardless of what you have planned for the day. It's a Friday. I still have my daughter. She doesn't get picked up for her time with her dad till tomorrow morning. But I have to get new sheets. My sheet has a big ass tear in it. Don't even know where this tear came from. But gotta get some new sheets. So I'm gonna go buy. I have a Tuesday morning that I live close to, so we're gonna go buy that. And then went grocery shopping yesterday, so I don't have to go and get anything at the store, which is really nice. And what's especially nice about that is that I made sure to grab some things for Saturday. So Saturday, not only is my daughter going to be going to her father's house for, Saturday into Sunday, but that is going to be a solo date day. So even when I'm in a romantic relationship, I still date myself because I think it's really important for you to date yourself to really consistently evolve and understand what you particularly like in the world so then you can convey it to others and yourself. So even when I'm in a romantic relationship and have that commitment, I still date myself. But right now we are single. No prospects and definitely no dates. So we date ourselves, and tomorrow is my March solo date day. I plan to do something similar to February. I plan on playing a solo game, a Monopoly game, themed to um, a show or movie that I'm going to watch. So my last solo date day, I played Sailor Moon with Sailor Moon in the background. It was phenomenal. This time I'm going to play my Frozen 2 Monopoly with, oh, you guessed it, Frozen 2 in the background. So that's going to be phenomenal. Another phenomenal thing is we're going to take some of this crumble, get it onto our bolio. Also, I'm sitting on a medicine ball. Um, I'm really thankful that I got it. You're not supposed to sit on it for more than 20 minutes at a time, but it was like totally perfect for this morning meeting because the meeting's only going to be 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer than that. Um, oh wow! You know what's crazy is I picked up two of these crumbles in um, just to prepare for the future in case I went through this in 1 week. So today's Friday, and Friday is usually the day I pick up my crumble because it's on sale at the dispensary. I actually still have a little bit in here. So if I hadn't bought the double double, I would have been fine. But I'm glad I did buy the double double because basically it ensures that I, don't have to go without crumble for a portion of the day. And just having my crumble is honestly, I think detrimental to my Medicaid at this point because when I put the crumble on top, it not only um, it's a dab, so dabs kind of instantly feel like they hit you, but it makes my flower last longer, and then it also makes my Medicaid last longer. So let's say I don't have any panic attacks, and this medicates me real good after this. I won't need to smoke again, probably until closer to like 10 or 11, and it's 7 a.m. right now. Um, that's the beauty of medicine versus something that I'm just doing for fun, is the way that it affects my body is way different than someone who's not. Like, for example, I came across this thing where it said, you smoke weed to go to parties, or you smoke weed at parties. I smoke weed to fold my laundry. Very accurate in the way that I view marijuana because for me, most other people are smoking marijuana to have fun. I'm smoking marijuana for a purpose. And I really truly wouldn't smoke marijuana if it didn't do what it did. I remember the first time I smoked weed, and I remember what I was like before that, and I remember how I got treated after I started smoking pot, because when I was younger, I was anti everything. I truly believe that you're a growing kid, you shouldn't put shit in your body. That's how I was. Um, I yeah, I just really was like, no, anti marijuana. The only thing that made me change was I had a friend who had schizophrenia, and they pulled me aside one day, and they just said to me, they're like, oh, it was so crazy the way they worded it to me. I feel like it was just fucking yesterday, and they were like, you hear them too. And I was like, huh? And they're like, the voices that feel like you but not you. And they go, I don't want you to tell me about them, and I'm sorry if I'm pushing a boundary, but just so you know, I deal with the same. And when I hit this, and they held up their pipe that they had at the time, when I hit this, I can think. And they're like, I'm not pressuring you, but I wanted to give you that information. And it was probably like a week later that I was at my home. My brother and his friend had, my brother's bong out, and I just kept hearing my buddy saying that, and then I could just keep hearing my voices going, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. They're lying. You need us. You don't want this chatter to go away. You need us. And I literally remember hitting the bong and just being like, no, I don't. And the moment that I inhaled and exhaled, it was euphoric, and it was almost like instantaneous that I could hear my own thoughts and not all these racing ones. And it's for that reason and so much more that I will always be true to myself, and I will always be an advocate for those medical marijuana users out there who truly don't enjoy taking their medicine. We're doing it because we got to. We're doing it because it helps us to live our life. We're doing it because we love ourselves. So, let's show this Cottontale right here some self-love. Cheers from Oregon. This is a green state. I am having a delicious smoke break, my first one of the day. Wake and medicate, if you will. And this is legal marijuana here in Washington. I almost said Washington State because I lived in Washington State for 16 years. Here in Oregon State as well as Washington State, marijuana is recreationally legal for those of us who are over the age of 21, or you can get your medical marijuana card to also toke legally. So for me, I can toke legally in two ways. I am in the process of getting my medical card for Oregon, and I am over the age of 21, so I can simply go into a dispensary and purchase the good. So I just want to say cheers to anyone that's here incognitally. Thank you to the universe and technology for not coming on yourself again. You had a little pre-cum there. You had a little pre-cum. But thank you to anyone that's joining me near, far, close, and wondrous. I appreciate you, whether incognitally or watching this later on as posted content. Thank you for being here to help me get some content to help my moisture flow. And if that's why you come to Club Cottontail, well, motherfuckers, I just want you to know that's exactly what I hope and more. Club Cottontail is for you to be you within the limits of triggers and unkindness, because that's the only reason I ever let anyone. The only time I force someone to leave is when they're not kind to themselves or anyone else, or being too much of a troll, or because really I don't care. You know, sometimes people say some shit. They're like, other person's like, why are you letting them say that? And I'm like, I didn't let them say that. Like, well, why don't you get rid of them? I'm like, because maybe they just want to see if they're going to get a rise out of me. I know that most 80 dolls, the trolls, I noticed that most 80s dolls, they just want to get a rise. So, as soon as they don't get the response that they wanted to what they said, they stop. Like, 7 out of 10 times, they stop, so. But, alright. Let's put these positive affirmations into the world for a not just phenomenal Friday, but a stupendous weekend in general. Ooh, I look like a tomato. Oh. You know what I hate sometimes about smoking? Is it always looks more intense than it is. Like when some people see me take it, they're like, oh my god, don't die. Oh my god, you took too big of a hit. No, it's just my first hit of the day, and I underestimated the fact that that was the residuals of what was in my grinder, so it was very keefy, very powdery, and then we put crumble on top of it, so, hey, yes, delicious. Oh, gosh, you know, this feels so Club Cottontail. Just having a morning medicate, wake and medicate with my Club of Cottontails with Minecrafty in the background. It just feels so good. Also, you know what's kind of hilarious? So, I have this little chibi She-Hulk that I made when I had short hair. Not as short as my hair is now, but I had short hair. I had a very short pixie cut, and that's when we made that She-Hulk. And the other day, when we were in here, I had my long hair, and I was like, oh, we need to update that. We need to give her long hair because I have long hair. Well, we don't need to do that because my hair's super short. It's not quite bald. It's like just under a finger length of hair. But we definitely don't need to update that for a bit because it is accurate with the short hair. I love this world. So this world is called Pixel Play, and that's essentially what it is. It's just playing with pixels. Every single pixel you see in this world, I did create at some time. The most recent thing we've been working on is this box, so I haven't made any pixels in a hot minute. I actually think the last pixel I made wasn't even in creative. I'm pretty sure that was a survival. Because, um, it's been a hot minute, but pretty sure the last 2D pixel I built was in our Club Cottontale world. And it was Merida. No, we made ones after Merida. No, we, guy has been so fucking long. I don't even know, man. I do know that here in 5 minutes I have to switch from my medicine ball, but these things are phenomenal. I do not understand how some people recommend them for a like sitting purposes, because I looked up it and it does say that you shouldn't sit on it for more than 20 minutes. It should only be used for, you know, exercise purposes. But I shit you not, like I had a Miss Matthews, my biology teacher, or well, she taught biology, but she wasn't just a biology teacher. She was all sciences. But anyways, she sat on a medicine ball. Like that was her go-to thing. Although now that I think of it, she never did sit for more than maybe a half hour. So I guess that works out as long as you're not constantly sitting. But I think that's actually kind of perfect for here because I'm not supposed to sit for too long or stand for too long. So I think that it's fitting that when I am sitting, I have my medicine ball, which it honestly, I'm flabbergasted how it perfectly lines my hips up. Like I don't feel any pain in my hip or back right now. It's phenomenal. I actually had a little twinge in my neck that I should have stretched, and I didn't. But it's not really hurting me as much as it would be because like this medicine ball has like my spine sitting properly and everything. It's quite nice. I also like that I can do like pelvic rolls, which is really good for, well, as a woman it's good for your pelvic wall in general, but my hips, I have a bad hip, so doing this like rolling motion is so good for my fucking hip. I'm kind of like shook that I found this thing at Winco, which is a grocery store, and they had it for a really good price. I got this and a yoga mat for under 30 bucks, which I was kind of flabbergasted. Now, looking at the yoga mat, not too flabbergasted there, only because it feels, I don't know. I was gonna say it feels like bad quality, but it's my first yoga mat. Never purchased one, and I've never really used one before, so I don't know what would be a good quality one versus a bad quality one. Um, It does smell heavily of chemicals, so before I use it, I'm gonna lay it out and just wash it. I'm gonna do that during the weekend, I think, because I need to be able to get down and do my yoga on it, and yoga is a lot of like that's pretty much what yoga is the breathing, and right now it smells heavily of chemicals. I just imagine me breathing in the chemicals, breathing out the chemicals. Like, ooh, namaste, let's pass out. um, so I'm definitely gonna clean that. Oh man. So it is 7:12 a.m. It is going to be a absolutely stupendous Friday. I already was feeling it was going to be a stupendous Friday, but it's going to guarantee that it's going to be because I not only got up before Reno, I got medicine in me, and I didn't just get medicine in me. I came to Club Cottontale, which, like I said, it did have a crash. It came on itself before this meeting that you are currently tuning into. So thank you to the universe and technology for allowing me my content for this morning. The content is needed for the moisture flow. I want to keep my moisture flowing. I want to always be always striving to be 100% myself. When you have a mood and personality disorder, sometimes yourself is so relevant. It's like it's relevant and irrelevant at the same time. It's like it's confusing and complicating and exhausting. But the best way for me to be mindful and keep everything flowing together is to have my medicine because we know it works and helps, and then to use other devices that are like medicine. A huge part of being mindful of one's health is understanding that you have lots of different things that you can do to help yourself mentally. A lot of people don't really think about that. A huge reason why people live for yoga is of course the physical aspects. You become more limber and stretchy and flexible and things like that. But truly, the actual yogis like myself, people who actually do yoga, it's not about how bendy you can get. It's about how connected you can feel with your body through your breath, and that's what yoga is about. And when you do that, just focusing on your breathing, because that's what it's all about in yoga. You reach a level of relaxation that is just it's subpar to every relaxation method out there, in my opinion. The only thing that could probably literally relax me to the point that I would probably fall asleep would be doing water yoga, especially in a hot tub. Hot tub yoga? Oh, buddy. Whew, I just imagine doing like a sun salutation while standing in Satan water. Hell water. The hellfire water. Mm. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping and wishing and, well, in a way praying, because you can pray to the universe. Wishing and hoping and praying for someone to check. But it is usually just me, myself, and I here in the Club Cottontales enjoying the contentery for me. So thank you to people who are here incognitely. Like, there could be motherfuckers here right now. Hi. Like, for me it's 7:15 a.m., but maybe there's someone on the East Coast. It's 10:15 a.m. for them, and they're just, like, laying in bed like, this bitch is making content. Or, maybe there's someone where it's, like, 3 in the afternoon, and they're like, oh, she's randomly doing some morning content on a Friday. Well, okay. I get a lot of people who watch incognitally. I think, one, because they have no intentions of, they just do it for themselves. I think a good portion of people, or at least I would like to think so, that a good portion of incognito cottontails are individuals who know that they're not going to chat with me, and that it gives me much anxiety and triggered panic attacks when there's a number but no talking. So I appreciate the people who are like, I really am never going to talk, so I'm just going to watch incognito. You're never gonna know I'm here. Like my sister wolf. Oh, that bitch. She watches my content more than probably most people, but she never ever, well, I won't say never ever, but in the last 4.5 years, I think I can still count on one hand the amount of meetings she has came in and said hello. Maybe just over 5 times. Because she did recently pop in the other day. But for the most part, like, she'd be watching and I just never know. Or my mom watches this as posted content a lot. I really appreciate my contels. Like, it's something that it just makes me super happy, is knowing that I'm doing this for me, but there is, 900 plus other people, and we're so close. We're inching and itching and slowly going to 1,000 VIPs. But see, for me, we're still 15 away, because when I started making content, there was 13 fucking VIPs here already. I had 13 subscribers when I started making content. Why 13 people subscribe to a person that literally did nothing on their channel for 3.5 years? I don't know. I'm not them, so I'm not here to try to figure that out. But I appreciate them, because we actually have like a handful of those first 13 that stayed, which is so phenomenal. But because there was those 13, for me, officially 1,000 will be 1,013 VIPs. And I do plan on, like, we have some fucking phenomenal shit planned for when we do reach certain levels of VIPs. And it's funny, is I never ever planned on making a goal chart if you will. But when I first started making content, I had people popping in. They're like, and when I explained it, they're like, "Oh, I get that. That's that's chill." They're like, but as a suggestion, I think it would be cool if you did make a goal thing just for an incentive for the people who are already going to subscribe, but it gives them extra reason to be excited for it. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So it's just kind of like always do it for me. So I wanted to do those, so I created it, and we've reached a bunch of different goals throughout the years. The last most craziest one was when I set the goal for 420 VIPs, and I did a surprise, which for me surprises are giveaways, and I never that was a far-fetched goal for me, and I truly believe that anything meant to be will be, and everything happens for a reason. So I was meant to have everything go the way it did, but I'm glad that I constantly flow with my own evolution, and I didn't stay doing something that was triggering me to the point of disliking what I was doing. Um, so the numbers haven't been going up exponentially, but I prefer that. The road from 400 to 900 was way better than that road from 13 to 420. Um, but it's 7:20 a.m. So happy 420 somewhere, and cheers. Less talky, more medicatey. Also, it has been 20 minutes. I'm not trying to um, mess with the composition of my medicine ball, so I definitely am sticking to the 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off ratio. I also got to remember that it is a ball, so I need to sit on it from all sides and not just the one side, because it looks like it's forming. Conformation of the booty. Um, so yeah, we're gonna finish our medicine toke. Oh, thank you, Amber motherfucking Lewis. Ooh, that's me. Thank you, Cottontale, for being the moistest motherfucker that we have ever had the pleasure of meeting in any lifetime. But thank you for utilizing that mindfulness to do everyday life and to be true to you always. We deal with so many triggers and so many racing thoughts in our brain, even when we're medicated. Um, and I just want to say how much I love you and how much I appreciate you and how thankful I am for you coming here to Club Cottontale, because you know that Club Cottontale helps you to stay moist. And to be moist is to be 100% your authentic self, and that's all you ever want to be. There's only one person in this world that I absolutely know how to be, and that's me. And for those days when I feel less me, I create content or be mindful to have my moisture flow in a direction that's constantly an evolutionary one. I love you, Amber. And I'm very proud of the person that we are. I'm very, very proud of what you do every day with every single thing that you have going on in here. I'm so thankful for you. I feel like crying, but I'm not going to let it happen. For one, we're nicely medicated, so we don't need to, but they would be happy tears. But we don't need those happy tears right now, because we'll use all of the love that we have from the determination that we give ourselves to just continue to flourish and grow and be oneself unadulterated and just be the moistest motherfucker in the universe. Life flows. Why not flow with it? Oh, man. I'm not gonna say that we're gonna have content like this all the time, but definitely when I'm feeling everything just a little bit too much, I need to remember where and how I utilize my platforms and my brains to use those things. And being mindful of what we do to constantly help us be better and healthier and wiser. I'm so thankful for my club of Cottontales. Oh man, it's so crazy to think that, July 14th of this year, we celebrate 5 years of delicious content, and what a crazy journey it truly has been, and all of the different interactions and people that we've come across, um, connections that we've made and flourished, and then also been so confused by, like, I don't know, it's so weird, your gut feeling, because my gut feeling is, I mean, straight up like 8 out of 10 times, 100% correct. I actually recently had a guy that I was kind of crushing on because he was just super cute. But, you guys, I wasn't shooting my shot, so to speak, because I could just tell that he wasn't going to be digging me. I could just feel that vibe. And, when it eventually came to fruition where I did, in so many words, shoot my shot, and I, said hello to them and everything to see if the connection would go somewhere, they were really kind of rude, and they even said, they were like, well, your gut feeling was right because I'm not particularly interested. And I was just thinking, wow, this is why you're single. you know? Because, like, for me, even if I don't have romantic interest in someone, uh, I'm still kind to them, you know? Uh, but, you know, everyone is different, and I wish him the best of luck. But it's so weird where, because, like, he's still gorgeous. He's still a beautiful piece of eye candy, right? But when I look at him, I'm just like, ew. because they're ugly on the inside, and your beauty really is only skin deep, so it doesn't matter how gorgeous you are on the outside. If the person finds you ugly on the inside, the outside will never be beautiful. And that's just the way it is. They could physically think that you are gorgeous, but they're still going to think you're ugly. You know? Uh, we'll call him Clark Kent. Clark Kent, definitely gorgeous on the outside, but absolutely hideous on the inside. I wish him luck, though. He's gonna find what he, everyone finds what they want, need, and desire in life. I'm a true believer of that. You just have to flow. You have to be living your life. Obviously, there's some people who force their destiny, is what I like to say. Those are those people who seem like they have a new relationship, a boyfriend and girlfriend type relationship, a committed romantic relationship every other day. It seems like every other week they have a new boyfriend or girlfriend. They're forcing their destiny. They're not focusing on themselves. They're just focusing on having another human being in their life, and ultimately ends up ruining both of their lives. When you focus on yourself and get your life into order, the connections that you make flourish organically and go the way they're supposed to. Like, I recently made a connection where at first I thought they were kind of cute, right? Kind of cute. And then the way they interacted with people, I was just like, oh wow, I want to get to know this person. Um, his name is Brandon, and he's awesome. But I'm not interested in a romantic sense, but I definitely, like, I already consider him a friend. Like, we talk about all sorts of things, and he feels comfortable enough telling me things that, like, for me, I wouldn't just tell anyone. So the fact that he tells me means a lot to me. It means that he feels the connection too, because he feels safe enough to share that stuff with me, and I really appreciate that because, it's a new connection that turned into a friendship, and there's definitely, I would say, flirty connotations to it. Like, it could potentially be a flirtationship, but I don't know. Yeah, you have to listen to and for me, um, I'm just not feeling it fully. Like, it's kind of the sort of thing that when I think about kissing them or, hugging them in a romantic way, it just like kind of almost off puts me a little bit. But if I imagine hugging them in a friendly way, it brings me utmost joy. And there's nothing wrong with that. A connection can go any way. And that's like, for me, obviously I'm looking for the one, but I read a connection. You have to. You have to be true to yourself. You have to be honest to your feelings, and you have to read a connection for what it is. So, as much as I want to find romance, and I crave it, I really do, I'm not going to force it. I will never be that person who has a boyfriend or a girlfriend constantly. This is the longest I've ever been single, and it's weird, but I also like it. It's oddly satisfying, I guess would be a good way to explain it. I have been single since November 1st, 2019. That's crazy to me. But it also isn't crazy to me because, I never imagined that I would be separated. I'm legally married, but I'm not with my husband. I have a husband. I am a wife, you know, but he has a girlfriend. They've been together for like a few months now. Like, we have not been together since, the last time that I considered myself his wife was October 31st, 2019. And it's so weird too, you guys, because I've talked about this in many a times. I truly felt that it was like we weren't in a good place, but we were working on that. But that was just him being manipulative and doing all the things that Voldemort does. We don't speak of it. We focus on the positive. So I gained a lot of knowledge, and knowledge is power. My Cottontails, motherfuckers, like, when you can gain knowledge, especially from a horrible situation, the power that you turn it into is exponential. So we gained a shit ton of knowledge, and then we have a rainbow, a beautiful, gorgeous rainbow, who, like, literally just makes me want to cry happy tears just thinking about her. Like, it's like I can't even pinpoint one little thing from her smile to her giggle to her hugs to her affectionate nature. She's just literally the most perfect human being if perfection was a thing. And she had to come into existence from me forming and having my romantic relationship go the way it did, because I'm a firm believer in karmic reactions. So everything happens for a reason, and anything meant to be will be. So all of this stuff had to happen in order for me to get the rainbow. It's kind of fitting that I'm putting it all in a box, because this rainbow box would not exist if this stuff wasn't there to put it on. Oh my gosh, it's like a beautiful metaphor in itself. Ah, it's so moist. It's so moist, I just choked out non-existent spit. Because I'm building a rainbow box to represent Amber Jr., our rainbow, right? Because a baby born after a miscarriage is a rainbow. And everything inside this rainbow box had to happen in order for the rainbow to exist. And that's so true for these pixels. If these pixels weren't here, this rainbow box wouldn't be here. If I hadn't met Justin Lewis, if I hadn't created a romantic relationship with him and asked him to marry me in 2014 and get married in 2016 and make a beautiful, beautiful rainbow in 2018. Well, actually, we made her in 2017. 2017 will forever be the year of pregnancy for me. I was pregnant twice, and one stuck, but with rain you get a rainbow, and it's just so fitting. Like, you gotta endure the storm to have the beautiful sun that comes out later, and it's just, gosh, I cannot wait. Maybe when she's napping, or maybe even later on tonight, because it is Friday, and sometimes on Friday nights I would make content, but that was back when we were in Longview. Like, things are different now that I'm in Oregon. I really only make content on Saturday and Sunday. It's Friday morning. This is a chintzy little morning meeting. If you've read the title, you already know. Simply content for moisture? I think moist. I sometimes wake up unmoist. I just don't feel me, for lack of better terms. It's just too much chaoticness, and You gotta utilize your mindfulness and your tools. And literally, me coming here to Club Cottontale not only helped me on so many levels aside from the medicine, but it did get medicine in me. And the fact that I'm medicated before my daughter gets up is going to almost guarantee. Nothing is guaranteed with someone with behavioral disorders. I want people to understand that we can medicate all day, every day. Something still might trigger us to the point that we're no longer medicated, especially if you are using just flour. There's some individuals who take chemical medication like Zoloft or other things like that to help them with different things in their brains that I utilize marijuana for. And the one thing that I will say about pills, and it's a huge reason why I would never take them, is that it just dociles you. You just don't feel anything. You're not happy, you're not sad, you're just a robot living life. And for me, a long time ago, I already knew that I would rather feel all of the emotions intensely versus nothing at all. Um, it's rough, and you definitely have to utilize other tools and mindfulness, you know. But it's past the time I originally wanted to end, but that's okay, because she's still sleeping real good, and she's usually up before 8, but if she doesn't get up before 8, I get her up at 8. I might let her sleep till 8:30 if she sleeps, but I kind of think she'll be up around 8 o'clock today. Um, we went grocery shopping last night, so she went to bed about a half hour later than she usually would, but she went to bed phenomenally. She got this new pillow from her grandmommy, and she loves it. It's perfect Amber Jr. size, so that's something that we need to do. So as soon as we're done with this rainbow box, maybe not as soon as we're done with it, especially now that I have my laptop, I want to start getting back into pixels again. Oh no, we'll definitely be playing a shit ton of Fortnite as well, because we do only have 3 months for the current season, and it's badass, you guys. It's badass. I'm shooting for 747. It's 736. You know what I also love is that you almost can't even tell that I did something with my hair. Let me just take my headset off real quick, because I really kind of feel like you can't even, like, you can tell, but you can't tell. It almost looks like I just have my hair slicked back. But there really isn't any hair. There's a little itty bitty bit of hair. I love it. Absolutely in love. In love with my hair, in love with me. I love you guys. Thank you again for anyone that's been joining me incognitally or watching this later on as posted content. I hope everyone has sincerely the most fan fucking tastic Friday. I already woke up in a like so with me, and even my exes tell me all the time that I'm like a roller coaster. They never really know how I'm gonna wake up. Sometimes I wake up in a phenomenal, crazy, happy mood. Other times I wake up just like, and it has nothing to do with being grumpy from not getting enough sleep, because I'm a morning person. Like, I had one ex that tell me like I'd wake up just pissed off, but like I would be awake. It's not like I was tired or something. It was just like I was just angry. It's because, with a personality and mood disorder, that's especially how it goes. Like, I don't have any medicine in me when I sleep. That's another reason why I can't wait to have it capsulated, because I can just take it before bed, and then, you know, I'll get like a slow release pill, so the THC will release like 4 hours into my sleep cycle, so then it medicates me before I wake up, essentially. Um, anyways, science of medical marijuana. Um, but generally speaking, I'm not medicated when I wake up, so I have to get up and do that for myself. And when I don't, regardless if I'm in a good mood or a bad mood, it kind of will set the day off. Not for failure, but for a little bit more of a challenge for me. So today would have been a better day anyways because it was a mentally high day versus like yesterday was a mentally low day. It was just a bit rougher even with medicine. Today will be a much better day, but there still is potentialities for different triggers. But I'm feeling so good and feeling so mindful. Plus, I was able to get my medicine in me, and this is just helping like exponentiate that feeling. You know, that's the best part about marijuana is it's just a happy drug, so to speak. Like anyone who takes marijuana, they instantly are just happier. So for someone who's already feeling happy, it just makes you even happier. For someone who's feeling sad, it will make you happy. For feeling angry, it will make you happy. But see, like on a mentally low day, I struggle to even get the medicine in me. So I'm just really thankful for, waking up on a mentally high day. I woke up in pain. I have to get to my doctor, you guys. My left hip has been hurting so bad. It wasn't so bad when I was sitting on the medicine ball, but as soon as I switched over to this chair, my body is just like, we're not even having this. Ooh, I'm gonna switch over to my ball to end the meeting. I definitely need to get, so I was looking up, they say to get an ergonomically shaped chair. Alright. I always have a fear that when I sit on this, it's going to pop. But I have literally, see, instantly my hip. Oh god, I love this thing. Oh, I love this thing so much. Ooh, I love this medicine ball so much. I honestly think I might look into. They have. Fuck, I forget the exact name for it. But basically, they're like a heavy duty medicine ball. They have ones that you can sit on for, 40 minutes versus 20 minutes. They have ones that can hold. Because generally speaking, a medicine ball can hold 250, some can hold 3. But you can get ones that can hold bigger. Um, And I imagine if I was to get, one that could hold double my weight, I could potentially sit on it longer. But I don't know. I'm just really happy that this is a phenomenal purchase. All right, you guys. So it is now 7:41. But you got 6 minutes because you do need to end this soon. I'm pretty sure I heard her yawn, so that means the young one is up. I'm excited to get her dressed and do breakfast, and then I'm in fitness attire. I want to put some Just Dance on. Um, I want to. Well, we are gonna go to Tuesday morning because I need sheets. That whole. I can't even. Get some sheets, look around the store. They have some toys, depending on what they are. Maybe get one for me and Rainbow to do. I really like getting puzzles. I have one that's six-sided blocks and is phenomenal, but I really love doing puzzles with her, so anytime I can get a newer one at a good price, I'm down. But let's take our last hit of our first bowl. See, that's the best part about this Medicaid is um, future Amber's going to be a little annoyed. So, present Amber is not going to grind some up, but sooner future Amber will. So then even more future Amber isn't upset that there isn't any medicine in the grinder. Like, we don't need it right now, but we will need it in the future. Um, so I gotta make sure that is taken care of. But this was our first toke of the day. Um, quite delicious. Very thankful that I popped here into Club Kottontale. Super thankful to technology and everything in the universe for helping the content flow as well. Had a little cum spill, just a little pre-cum before this. May even have to double check the channel just to see if it's there, because sometimes it will post it. It'll be like a 2 second thing or something like that. Sometimes I keep them. Sometimes it's like 3 minutes of me talking, and it's just like I love myself so much, you guys. I love myself so much. And taking all my hair away, it's like I have so much of an appreciation for my body and especially my face. I'm just like, I'm a goddamn goddess and I know it. And there's a human being out there, my prince. I don't know where they are and I truly don't know what they look like, but they're out there somewhere. My prince. And They will see everything that I see within myself, and we'll just flow together and let our love and affections grow. And until then, we're giving it to ourselves. At least I would hope. You know, maybe my prince is not in a place where they're giving themselves the love and affection they need to, and that's why they haven't found their way to me yet. Who knows? You know, all I can do is flow with the universe and let life go, you know? Life flows, I flow, and moisture goes. So, I will most definitely be seeing you guys tomorrow. Probably around this time. It's 7:44 right now, so probably around this time tomorrow, maybe a little bit later, we will have some Saturday morning content. But it's Friday. It's March 19th, 2021. I am Contentale's Mooiisstt, formerly Amber Motherfucking Lewis. This is my Club of Cocktails on YouTube, my moist little piece of the internet, and I truly thank you for joining me. And until next time, and always, 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 I can't emphasize that enough on the always. Be kind to yourself and everyone else. And we'll see you next time. Bye.